Hey guys, how's it going? It's Chris here. Today we're going to be looking over my book flash drive. I think I went over this briefly on my book TikTok, which is at Chris Ulm Author if you want to follow that. But I realized I neglected this channel a lot when it came to some bonus content, so we're going to be taking a look, not at everything, obviously. We're going to mostly pertain to just the artwork, because this is going to be the next part following me going over all my book stuff, videos that have been coming out. I just did the drawings one, the traditional paper on paper, pencil, whatever drawings. Now we're going to be looking at digital progressions. So how big is this folder? I don't even know. Let's go. Let's check properties and see. This is about 12.5 gigabytes of stuff. So currently this is the book I'm working on, 2.5, and then we have a lot of other concept stuff. So we're going to look at artwork all, and I would try to avoid spoilers as best I can. Here is some character, the personality types. This one was for Alice, it looks like. If you want to pause and look at that, this is Chrisms. Just answer the questions as if I were that character. Kim, and then Sins. I think that's all I did. Some stats. There's a whole lot of stuff in here. We're not going to do all of it. Here's all the music that I have. Whole lot of soundtrack stuff. If you want to listen to any of the soundtracks, I do have those available on the book's Spotify and on YouTube. They should all be uploaded there. It's all stuff that I made basically from scratch. We're not going to listen to those though. Here's all the original manga panels and stuff when I was trying to fund doing that. But that was so expensive, you have no idea. But I'm still friends with the guy, JV Mariano from Indonesia, I want to say. Here's original documents. It's a lot of old versions, so 2020, earlier 2020, summary, bonus content. But I keep, to stay organized, I have all those, so then I have my canon folder. This has the stuff that actually is the most up-to-date published stuff. So whatever is in the canon folder is the stuff that needs to be uploaded or is potentially uploaded. There's concepts or stuff like that. We're not going to get too much into that. So let's go into, I have an interior reference folder for like when I was doing the manga of what certain stuff would potentially look like for him to be able to reference when drawing things. So this is like stuff at Kim's house, kind of, just, and with some stipulations I would provide. You know, like the shower's not exactly like that, but in like culturally, I don't think he had the same type of shower stuff. So I'd have to say, you know, this is what the bulkhead would look like and blah, blah, blah. So just for him to be able to draw stuff more accurately. So artwork. Let's go into OG. This is just a picture of the drawing you've already seen, the Never Live photo, and then this is the same concept art that I had for that. I don't know why that's black and white. It had color. That's weird. Maybe I scanned it. I don't know. Let's go in here. Folders that are marked with X are just to be considered bad and old. So you're gonna see some familiar drawings that I had. Like this is a lot of this old stuff that I did. I drew with like Microsoft. This one wasn't Microsoft Paint. This was drawn with GIMP, but I was drawing it by hand with my mouse. So I didn't have a drawing tablet or anything. So as you can see, the lines, the quality is really bad. I'm trying to like erase the actual. You can see right here. This is like from the paper. Those little artifacts, these little like squares, are from the actual paper where I would do a magic wand, select and delete. Here's artifacts left over from that, and stuff that just wasn't blended properly. I figured doing the blending would just make it look better. It didn't. So there's a lot of stuff like that. So that a clock image inverted, side by side, shoulders leaning against each other. Stuff you've already seen. I did this one in Microsoft Paint, so this is again me drawing like with the mouse, trying to like draw along the lines, and that's how shaky the lines works. It's not easy doing that. So that's when I did it with Microsoft Paint, and then that's when I did it with an actual. I think this might have been actually my first tablet, maybe. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff I can't quite remember. It's been way too long, but either way, there is a very clear line of progress. So there was this before, and then a better version of that. Oh yeah, so that was definitely when I had a tablet. A lot of stuff there. First colored versions of some things. God, Tanzu looks fucking 36 right there. Not good. Let's look in the covers folder. So this was the original, my version of the transgression cover that I wanted to do with my coloring, and then which got done again by that artist JV Mariano. He has shown up a few times. Where is it? With this one. So mine versus his. He has way cleaner line work, way more consistent colors. It just looks more official, more professional versus mine, which the only thing I can say I like about mine better is I do like the shading for mine better, and I do like the burn lines because, like, I'm paying him by how much time it takes for him to make it. So if I wanted him to be that detailed with it, then it would cost me, double or triple the amount. But I hear people say they like mine better, but I appreciate the cleanliness more. And obviously, I need it to be clean for professionalism. It's the book two cover, or not book two, sorry, Devil to the Damned cover without any text. Book two, a lot of PDFs of them. We got this one that I did this one myself with my tablet, which you can see my line work definitely got a lot better, but it's still nowhere near a professional level that I'd want to put out. All right, moving on to the actual big artwork folder. I organized everything into what story it belongs to. This right here is every still frame for a quick animation that I did. I don't know where the animation is. I don't know if I had the file of it somewhere, but it's on YouTube. You can find it. It's pretty quick and easy. I got a lot of props on that for some reason. Book one, go in here and you go in and you just got a digital of Alex, one of the only digital drawings I did of him. You got a couple of different like cover arts in here. That one I did that one. That was one of my favorite ones. This is a reference for a different. I think this might have been a reference. I referenced a Blaze Blue image, Chrono Phantasma, I think, which was an anime fighting game. I think it wasn't Noel Vermilion, I don't think, looking in the mirror. I don't remember. I think it was Blaze Blue that I referenced for that. Very poorly done. Very bad crop job, as you can see. We got this full body one right there. Not great, pretty bad. We'll go Alice. We have a lot of conceptual. Oh yeah, here's Alice's sheet. You can pause and look at that if you want. You can see digital versions of some paper ones that you've seen. I like this is the most recent drawing of Alice I've done at this point. I think this is like I needed to do a new clean one because I haven't had a new one for her in a while. This one's without the background. Very old Ascend photo. Alice sitting in a pool of blood. Yeah, that one. That's a good original one. Good standing one. Which I feel so dumb because after the fact, I did the stomach shading reverse. Like, it definitely should have had the shading for the stomach just didn't work. It was inverted. It was bad. Here's a lot of old Alice drawings in here. Kept, and a lot of old, like, oh, that one's just an old and unfinished, I should say. That's me trying to archive a lot of those. You guys saw some of those. One of the first colored ones I did of her. Oh god, I did that one with my shaky mouse. Yeah, a whole lot. There's just a lot of junk. A lot of junk. Oh my god, look how bad that was. So originally the Tuffle had like a red outline around their eyes, and she actually had a pupil, but Alice doesn't have a pupil. Yeah, I gave her pupils. Fucking weird looking. The pupil for most Tuffle is just kind of like a darker pit. It's not a defined pupil, as you see. It's more of like either a darker or a lighter core in the center. They don't all have it, but man, that line right there is not good. I didn't get that. But like the image is big enough to where like those details aren't seen and don't matter. Which is why I do my art in like 5,000 pixels. A lot of the Christine ones. Not a lot to say. Not a lot to say about them. And then the better versions. Oops, I opened it twice. Then the better versions, stuff that, oh yeah, there's some bad lines right there. Some of these were still me just trying to figure out. Actually, I wonder if these have the metadata for the date that I made them. It was only 72 DPI. Oh man, that's why it needs to be about 300 DPI. November 2015 is when I did that one. Yeah, I'll keep the metadata over here for you guys. This one's 300 DPI. That was a lot better. Yeah, the line work there is a lot better. No, yeah, clean, smooth, very nice. This is one of my favorites I've ever done. And that's it for that. Destro, you guys have already seen those ones. They're just archived here. Well, I suppose I'll just show you at least the newer ones. I wish the file info would stay up automatically. 300 DPI, okay, I was getting a lot better at that. Yeah, Destro, just one of Felix colored. A couple of Joey in here. I wish I'd give him a little bit of facial hair, just little sketchies. You guys already saw those. Kari, she only has one digital that I kept, just this one. But she's had, like you've seen, a whole lot of different. I tried to do this one digitally, but I did not like. She looked like a really bad Pokemon character. Did not like that. That was old. That was actually originally. This was Tansu. As you can see, she has the freckles right there, but she was like way too old looking. So I was like, I'll make it her mom, and then, yeah, just working with what I got. And we got some Kim in here. We had a lot of final draft Kim stuff. This one's not great. I tried to do this one minimal shading to make it more anime feeling, but it just looked kind of like Toy Story to me. I don't like it. I like that one. That's a good one. It's cute. This was one of the first portrait ones I did of her. This is the image that established her style essentially. Oh yeah, I love this one a lot. The only thing I don't like about this one is her nose. Her nose doesn't match, but like just taking away the background, just look at how the shadows give her such depth. Like that's why I like shading as much as I do, because like look at how she has. You can't really tell as much when it's with a white background, but then when you go like this and remove the background, look at the depth, dude. It's so nice. I'm so proud of that one. Here's Kim's sheet if you want to look at that. Different faces for that one. Scarf. Very old. Very old. Look at the line work. Oh yeah. Oh, this is a classic. I love this one. I like how this cut turned out. It looks deep and gnarly. Looks cool. And then there's a lot of old Kim stuff. I'll just kind of cycle through it pretty quickly so we don't have to be here for too long. If you want to pause and see any, then you can. But you've already seen some of these. That was a sketch of that one that I liked a lot. Oh yeah, it's good. A lot of this is just me trying to figure out book covers, chapter art, and stuff like that. Taking images I already had and then inverting them or mashing them together, doing just weird stuff, just trying to, find workarounds. Oh yeah, so this is where it all began. This is like when I really established just her mood and just how her arrogance and stuff like that. It's me redrawing that to that before and after. Look how good this is. It's so dog shit, dude. God, it's just all so gross. So gross. So essentially, it was this first, and then it went to this. This was drawn on the school computer with Microsoft Paint and the mouse at school. Then it went to this. I even got some shaking lines right there. And then it went to this. And then that turned to that. And then this turned to the more clean one that you've seen. It's still labeled as Lust, even though she's Lyomic, because her name's always going to be Lust to me. And I don't know why. There's no reason. There's no reason why her name is Lust. It just is. Don't think about it. Where's all the extras? I don't have her folder in there. Some side characters. We got a colored one of Brent or Brett, whatever the fuck his name is. Sin. We have that sketch that you saw, which is way too narrow, and then we have that sketch digitally done, which is not great, but could be a lot worse. Stacy, the only one that I'll accept as being a Stacy picture is this one. I used a reference for it, and then a lot of the old ones in here. We got that first sketch. This is me trying to color that. It looked like ass. That's disgusting. She looks nothing like Stacy. I mean, I guess kinda, but like way too preppy. Did not like that. Tansu, we got a whole bunch of Tansu in here. Let's go to the old ones so you guys can see. We got this. I'm not going to be explaining too much. Oh man, let's see what's in the background of this. We got some cleaner, we got some duct tape, we got some nuts. This must have been near Christmas time because that's the only time I ever get mixed nuts. Call of Duty Ghost Magnet. We got some trash. We got a sword in the back. This sword actually almost cut my finger off. This sword gave me about 6 to 8 stitches in my finger. Good times, good times. Love it. Oh man, moving on, moving on. Digitally done, digitally done. That was disgustingly bad. I think I actually have the video somewhere on my old main channel of me doing this, but from like a camera view of my hands with the actual drawing pad. I like this one a lot. Come for that one. Oh, there's my old digital drawing pad. This thing sucks so hard. I like that one. I don't know why. I like the color palette. I like just how soft she looked. It was cool. It was good. Shoulders way too high up. Didn't make any sense, anatomically speaking. This one I did just like way long ago. Like, what if Tansu had a tuffle? And then I just kept her skin dark. I guess that makes me racist because she's Asian. That I kept her skin darker. I don't know. I don't know what my thinking was behind that. Just to make it different. The same concept behind Lust. The amount of times I've drawn something and redrawn it. So let's get into more newer stuff. Now this is my favorite drawing of Tansu. I don't know why. I just really enjoy it. I like the fold of on the shirt. I like her eyes, really predominantly green. Good, decent line work, and then you get to like the fold in the shirt. I just like that, you know. I just think it's cool. I like the hair. I like the sheen on the hair. The hair's very Gorillaz inspired. A lot of my old art is very Gorillaz inspired. Here's Tansu's sheet, if you want to look at that. I didn't draw this. This was like an app on my phone where I made some of the characters as little chibi characters. There's that one. She looks way too desaturated in this. I don't like it very much. Just no color. Her eyes look so fucking dead. She looks like a doll. But this used to be my favorite one. I like this one so much. Her eyes are a little bit too green, but I wanted to really emphasize she did have green eyes. Gave her like longer, bigger hair for that. Just gave her a yellow tank top instead. Got the little duck. So I just redraw that one 100 times. Oh yeah, I found this one. This is like if she went to like a school dance or something, how she would dress. That a lot of the drawings too are just me procrastinating writing, so I'll draw. I used to do that constantly. Just I want to write. I can't write. Procrastinate. We must draw. So I would draw. This is the digital one I did of the anima and the sewing needle in one. All right. That is book 1 art. Let's skip in. I'm gonna try to avoid some spoilers, but this one I did digitally as charcoal. So I use a lot of pen tips that were charcoal, and I did that in here. I made it super grainy looking. I made it look like it was actually done on a canvas. I like this one so much. This one's so cool. I like that one a lot. Yeah, so I made the actual like blank page look like a canvas, and then painted it with charcoal and like watercolor paint in a way. We're going to look at Juvalt. This is the first digital one I did of her. I adjusted her face a little bit, but I still didn't like it. I didn't like how big her chin was, how wide. She's supposed to have a wider or longer face because she's adult looking. She's like presenting as like 30, 40s kind of thing. Those fucking dead eyes, dude. Subscribe right now. Go buy my books. VengeanceBooks.com. Buy them. And then you have this one that I did, which I like this one. This one actually I had somebody, I'll show you guys that real quick. So for the card game, I had some character art commissioned for the TCG, and Juvalt is going to have her own structure deck. She will be playable in the card game, just not right now. I have to figure it all out. I still have her card. I have everything made. It's just building the deck and getting it submitted and just making it. So this is the one I did, and then I sent it to an artist to commission, and this is what they got back to me with. So this is what I mean. Like, look how much cleaner the lines are, how much actually more anime she looks compared to mine, which has its own style, but, you know, it doesn't beat the cleanliness of that, especially for like merchandise and stuff like that. Sorry, there's a lot of edits. I'm getting like text messages and stuff. I'm trying to respond. Here's a digital of Ken, the only official one that I use. He's got his little scar. He's got a little smirk. Old versions of Ken. Look at how bad that is. Oh my god. Very bad colored version. Very bad colored version. Now, there's some more stuff in book 2 that I want to go over. There's more stuff in book 2 that I want to show off, but it is spoilerish for not only book 2, but potentially future projects as well. So I'm going to skip that. Let's go into Devil to the Dam. So here is the cover art without the text. I added the text later with my favorite cool font. And then, I don't know what this one is, just a different sizing. We have a drawing of Christine that I did with a cool little, like, crescent moon red dress thing. I'm bad at clothes, as you can see. Like, none of this design makes any sense. Who the fuck would wear? I mean, I'd wear it, but like, who would make that? It's just like, I don't know how to make clothes look interesting. I'm very bad at clothes. So a lot of times I'll draw tank tops. So here's all 3 of the Phoebe drawings in one. I have a speed paint for this on this channel if you want to watch me draw it from the sketches to final. I like this one a lot. I like Phoebe. She's great. Not much for Devils of the Damned. I didn't draw a lot of that. I was too busy trying to focus on writing, not drawing. So we have a lot of sketches of Melody and Minerva and Euclipse. So we already saw some of these, but let's take a look. So there's that one. There's this one. I'm going to rotate that. This is the basic sketch that I started, and I'll kind of keep that one set aside for the minute. Euclipse drawing. I don't know what that is. Just me fucking around. Did it digitally. This one was done with like one of my first tablets, so it's very bad. That idea we saw, that one I tried to do digitally. This was the first sketch given to me when I commissioned Minerva, and this is them showing like conceptually like, is this what you're looking for? Am I in the right place? I'm like, absolutely, that looks fucking fantastic. This is their second version that they got back to me. This is the reference that I gave them. me and my 17 or 19-year-old me's doodle, very crap. And then you get to, so I have this one right here of Melody, and this one turned into the sketch. I have the speed paint for this on this channel if you want to find that in one of the art playlists or whatever, that turned into this one, which is one of my favorite drawings I did. Just like absolutely emaciated, really sketched out and just brutalized. Like, I mean, you look at like half the face and she looks like fucking, oh my god, just the sheer expression between both sides. Whoops. This one's not like my best by any means. I mean, the lines were meant to be very sketchy. And then you have the complete version of Minerva, which I'm not going to get into the lore with that. I wish I could find this artist again, but I can't. I don't remember who the artist is. I can't log into my Fiverr account because Fiverr banned me because they suck. But yeah, that's Minerva. Now we got some Hibalomo. We got Lucy right there. We got Lyomic looking like a fucking psychopath. Just how this is like, yeah, I'm not getting into her story, but yeah, all the old different Lyomic drawings and stuff in here. Impurity. Hey, look, it's Alyssa. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, and I will say nothing more on that. The only thing I can say about this I don't like is her neck is too thin, but she's also a kid. Like, the shoulder and neck slope right there doesn't work. Her neck should have, the line for her neck should have aligned with the center of her eyes more, so her neck should have been about here, and then this neck should have been about here. And then it should have sloped into her shoulders. But she's supposed to be kind of like tilting her head, leaning back a little bit. It just didn't, the neck part just didn't translate very well. And then Felix. I'm also very sorry, Felix. I'm so sorry. Oh, and here's one of my favorite drawings I've ever done. Here's Rachel. One of the only drawings, some of the only artwork I have of Kim's mother, Rachel. She's got her, this is when I started experimenting, doing actual like lips a little bit. Just gave her like a little bit of a little pink lip. She has her long hair. She has, this is kind of like how, where Kim gets like her sides from, like that kind of like how the hair kind of grows out like that. And Kim's sides are always a little bit longer right here. Gave her like some forehead clearing. She's an adult. She's mature. She's not going to have huge bangs. What are you, crazy? So, yeah, I really like this Rachel one. I wish I could meet them. I wish I could meet all of them. Here's something I put together real quick. We're going to move away from art. I'm going to kind of explore my flash drive, jump around a little bit. But this is where all the stories take place in the timeline. So, and it's very messy. I made this very quick just to kind of get it in my head. So, like, book one right here is the purple line, and that takes place only here in 2003 and 2004. You have book two, which takes place 2004, and then it doesn't see. All right, so this is out of date because at the end of Cataclysm, I had a time skip, 4 year time skip that was at the end. So this is out of date. This actually doesn't. It only takes place in 2004. So that's incorrect. I removed the time skip. That entire scene that's getting pushed to a later thing. Hibaloma takes place in 79 all the way down to the just shy of 2001. Transgression is the brown line. That takes place in 86 to 95. Impurity takes place from 88 as the blue line to 2002. And Devil to the Damned is here at 78 all the way down to 99. This might not be 100% accurate, but it's still whatever, I put it together. Now, this is crazy. So I'm in the documents, and this right here, Never Lies Story, 2012. Let's open that up. The book literally starts with Kim meeting Tansu for no fucking reason. It just starts there. It's like 2 paragraphs in length, and then it goes straight to Kim. Like, Kim teleports and she's home. And then a confrontation, that's a chapter. The deal. Meeting Sin. A whole, just like, literally nothing in between. But this is the 2012 document. As it is exactly. And Grammarly's telling me, you got a lot of shit to fix here, my guy. Like, dog, we done. We done with that. We passed it. This is every single audiobook file as I finished and labeled them. And if you highlight all, check the properties, you're going to go in here. It is 1.32 gigabytes of file size and then 23 hours and 2 minutes in length. I'm going to go ahead and cut this off. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, leave a like. Check out my other exploratory videos, me going over all of my book collection stuff, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.